Hi guys, it's the last week of the January 2021, so time is flying. So this week the flow related to the end of the month is going to be dominating the market, but the thing is that when Wednesday T+2, when you want to make the settlement towards the end of the month, we are going to focus on the different fixings, then we shouldn't forget the Wednesday is also FOMC day, big day in the mid of the week towards the end of the month. Then Thursday is also USDJPY. So the main and top question of the week, will dollar survive, or we are going to see some kind of the sell-off towards end of the month? Well, that's a very interesting question. To be honest with you, I'm still a little bit in the favor that this time the line of the support is going to hold when it comes to the dollar index, but the main cross within the dollar basket, I'm talking about the euro dollar, it's all about 120, 119.60. So guys, without a further delay, let's check a few charts. The dollar bulls are trying to get back and towards the end of the month. So again, the flow related to the end of the month will dominate. Let's start with the euro dollar daily chart, guys, because we are approaching significant 120, 119.60 level based on the daily chart. Now 120 is a top of that broken range over here, right? And 119.60 is the mid of that range, taking into the consideration what we've seen, drop, base, eventually the same size of the drop. That's what I do think is going to happen. So as we discussed previous week, staying short just below 122, there was a possibility to try to join the party yesterday. Overall, it's not the great situation, to be honest with you. Of course, today I can say, oh, it was possibility to join the party. No, it was the Monday was dollar up, Tuesday was dollar down, today is dollar up, making a new low on the euro dollar. It's not that easy to trade these days. Anyway, well, plenty of stops in my opinion just under these levels. I'm talking about the low from the 18th of January. And that's how I see the things, again, taking into the consideration drop, base, and 121, 120, 119.60. That's where I do expect some kind of the demand. Now, if we are going to get back below 120, 119.60, and we are going to close below, right, then the next demand is somewhere here around 118.50, right? And then lower towards 115 we discussed previous year. Anyway, 120, very, very important, very, very psychological level. So watch out today, this evening, 120, 119.60 to the downside. So that's the target if you are a short. Now dollar yen. Here we're trying to hold 103.30, 103. We discussed quite a few times, right? There was also the setup to try to go long. Of course, from the intraday perspective, it was the challenge because it was just few pips, then it was few pips. Just today is a little bit bigger move. Now, we are again testing from the daily chart perspective. We are again testing supply, right? But as I mentioned previously, I'm no longer interested in the 104 supply, right? So I'm not interested in this fast line which been tested again, and that was the third approach. 1, 2, 3 rejection, right? So I'm more towards 104.50, 105, taking into the consideration what we already discussed, 1-to-1 move. So 104.50, 105, that's the supply when it comes to the dollar yen. 103.30, 103 when it comes to the demand on the dollar yen. The next one ahead of the FOMC this evening is of course cable. So again, discussed, shorts above 37, well, it depends how you are trading. It was possible to be stopped out, renew the position, but anyway, this third touch and what we see today is trying to hold the bears. On the other hand, we retest weekly open blue dashed line, and as you can see towards the London fix, we found the demand, so we are building right now lower shadow. Again, what we discussed, the range is getting narrower. Are we going to break today after the FOMC? Well, I don't know. Now, few words about the FOMC. Well, the thing is, I do not expect any kind of this ultra dovish statement, right? So overall, we might see some kind of the, upside, downside, but, well, my takeaway, taking into the consideration the rest, for example, the comments from the ECB officials that market is underestimating ECB possible rate cut. So that was one of the reasons we've seen euro dollar lower. Well, dollar still might be the choice here, all right? Of course, when it comes to the cable, exactly as we discussed yesterday, the lower the line and the possible demand we discussed. So 35.50, 35 as a demand, 37 plus as a supply when it comes to the dollar pound. Next one is the dollar Swiss franc. Well, a little bit of the consolidation going on, and we are testing again the possible supply, but probably most of you can recognize this pattern, right? Well, I've been waiting for a little bit lower levels. It didn't actually materialize. Been thinking that maybe yesterday the low is going to be lower low, right? But we are holding weekly open. Looks like yesterday price action, it was nothing else, just the test of what has happened on Monday and trying to go higher. In that case, I have to patiently wait for the unfold of this price action. If we can break higher, pull back, and, well, levels close to here, all right, 90.20 could be the target. I'm pretty sure we have plenty of supply around these levels because of the untested pattern right here, right? So that's the possible supply. But also, if you are going to take into the consideration the price action after the inverted head and shoulders, yes, that's going to be the target. Another one here is USDCAD, all right? Also some kind of the consolidation within the very important range because of what we have in the back to, right? In the back to here, April 2018, this type of the demand. As you can see, look guys, once we went higher, we never ever till now test that level, right? Never ever, all right? So I'm not surprised the market is trying to hold this level. So the demand around 125.80, 125.40. When it comes to the supply on the dollar cut, right? Well, it's all about, in my opinion, it's all about this type of the rally. So if we are going to make similar measure, right? So that's the supply around 28.50. Look around for 25.80, 25.40 as demand on the USDCAD and 28.50 as a supply on USDCAD. Guys, it's a very, very big day for a dollar, but don't forget, first important thing, look around for the possible thing which might influence the move. Plenty of them. End of the month flow T+2 today. So all those fixes, end of the day, very important. FOMC, ECB comments, many things. Be careful out there. Lower your exposure. Don't be trapped. I'm going to get back to you with another update either around the Tokyo Open or London Open, we will see what kind of the price action we are going to get post FOMC. Take care, guys, and goodbye.